Assalamu alaikum. I see there is a request to perform salah, and I accept that request for the reason is I also need 5 minutes, but I'm having a technical challenge here, so I need 5 minutes. So those who want to perform salah, we will start at 15 minutes past 7. It's now 10 past 7.
What you say? Huh?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma la sahlan illa ma ja'altahu sahla wa anta taj'alul hazna idha shi'ta sahla. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you all are doing well. Sorry for that. Had a classic problem where the stuff is stored on your cloud drive, and then when you want to open it, and then it starts downloading it, and then it takes forever. Yeah, so I think the lesson there is just store everything on your computer, things that you're going to use regularly, so that you don't have that sort of download problem when you need it most. Okay. Okay, so we are at chapter 3. In chapter 1, we covered basic vocabulary, and we covered the basic pronouns as well. We covered I, you male, you female. And then towards the end of chapter 1 and also in chapter 2, we specifically concluded the 5 scenarios of the pronouns. I, you, male, female, he and she. And that is the golden thread that we're going to maintain throughout the book. And you're going to maintain throughout your Arabic journey forever. Then we started towards the end of chapter 2, we learned about verbs. And we learned 2 scenarios. We learned how to say he is doing, and we learned how to say she is doing. So it's always 5. 5 pronouns, there's 5 verbs. Both in present tense and in past tense, which we're going to do much later. In the present tense, right, we did he is doing, she is doing. So what's missing? I'm doing, you are doing male, you are doing female. And within the next 2 chapters, we're going to cover all of those, right? So just imagine that within the first 4 chapters, and we're already at chapter 3, you cover basically almost all the basics that you need for the Arabic language. Then it's just about practice and doing more scenarios, and you will start to see how you're able to apply that in the Quran. Sorry. Okay. Before we begin, let's do the usual. We're starting a brand new chapter. Let's see, how are you all feeling about this new chapter based on what you learned? How are you feeling about learning new stuff? Okay, this is looking good. I'm liking this results. Okay, let's get some more. There are 70 people in the class. We have 50 so far. They have completed the poll. I know some of you just never see the poll. That's also fine. And with technology, you can never really guarantee what's going to happen, what you're going to see. Okay, we have 53 participants. I think that's okay. Right? Have a look at this results. So we have 45% of you said that, look, you're ready for this new chapter. Whatever we covered so far is good. And I'm ready. 51% of you, so it's a higher percent of you, said that, look, I don't know how to feel about this new chapter. We're learning, some of the stuff is moving very fast. Not entirely confident that I can take this on, which is exactly what we want to see before we learn anything. And then there's some of you also, you said that you're still lost. You need to really go through the classes again, right? So this is okay, this is good. So let's see what this, sharing the results quickly for a minute. And we can see what this lesson holds for us. Okay, good. Okay, let's go. In this chapter, we're going to learn 31 new Arabic words. Okay. We're going to learn also numbers 1 to 10. We're going to learn another sort of version of numbers, right? One thing is to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But another way to count numbers is to say the first, the second, the third, the fourth, right? That's important because when you want to order things, and it's also particularly important because in Arabic, when we tell time, right? When we say 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, like that, so on, we don't usually use the normal numbers. We use the ordinal numbers. We say the second hour, the fourth hour, that's 4 o'clock. The fifth hour, that's 5 o'clock. And that is why it's important to know the ordinal numbers in Arabic, among other reasons, but particularly we'll say for telling time. What else will we learn? We're going to go more. We're going to go deeper into the present tense verb, which we touched on in the last lesson. Okay, starting off with a bit of revision because we're going to dive into it. In this lesson, we're going to go deeper. So we'll start with a bit of revision. The last lesson we did verbs. We spoke about he is doing, she is doing. Okay, before I bring it up on the screen here, who can tell me in the chat what they remember? If they can just give me 2 rules for he is doing, how do they know? She is doing. It's a good exercise. If you know, type it in. If you're not sure, it's the time now to think about it and look at the answers of your peers. Whoops. Okay, we're getting some answers here. Starts with yeah for masculine. One says yeah for male and ta for female. Excellent summary, right? He starts with yeah, she starts with ta. Perfect. Yeah for he, ta for she. So many ways. Some of you give different answers, but it's all excellent answers. Doing words starts with a yeah, right? Add on that for males, right? Very good way of saying that. Starts with a yeah for males. Yeah at the start denotes male. Ta at the start denotes female. Nice, clean, and lean. Yeah and ta prefix on the verb. Good. Yeah and ta, you can't get more summarized than that. Yeah and ta, done. Right? Yeah for male and the ta for female, right? Ta, right? Prefix yeah denotes male. Prefix ta denotes female. Yeah is masculine. Female ta. Male, yeah. Good. Yeah for male, ta for female, the yeah male and the ta is female. Yeah for male, ta is female. She starts with she is doing starts with ta. He is doing starts with yeah. Good. Yeah for male before the word, ta for female before the word. Excellent. Yeah for male and ta for female. Good. Ta remind. What do you mean ta remind? Starts with a ta for female. Good. Doing word for female starts with a ta. He starts with a yeah. She starts with a ta. Yeah for male, ta for female. Yeah, male. Oh, feminine. Right. Good. Correct. Um, uh, for yeah. Wait. For he it's yeah, and for she is ta. Okay. Good. Ta female. Good. For it starts with a. For male starts with a yeah, and ta for female. Her female. Who male. So we're just adding extra in there. Referring to the pronouns, right? Good revision. Somebody give an example. Yafalu and tafalu. Good. Okay, so then that's good. So that means we can summarize here, right? If we look at these 3 examples, these are all he is doing something, right? And they all start with the letter yeah, right? Good. So it's better throwing in a lot of revision points there, right? And she is doing, we can look at all that she is doing words and we can see it all starts with the letter ta. Good. Excellent summary. Okay. What we're going to look at today is another thing I am doing. Now, before we talk about anything, I'm going to ask one question. If I go back, right, and we see basically what changed here, without even looking at this answer, what in the verb, which letter in the verb is going to change? Is it going to be the first letter? Is it going to be the last letter? That's it. That's what we want to ask. Is it the first letter the last letter or the middle letter. You see, when it comes to verbs, right? It's always the, as you all said here, the first letter. So we can assume everything else is going to remain the same. We're only going to change the first letter. Okay, so we have to pick a letter. But okay, the Arabs already picked a letter. They already picked which letter they want to represent I. They chose the ya for male, they chose the ta for female. And which letter did they choose for I? Let's have a look. أقرأ. I am reading. So it was يقرأ. He's أقرأ. I am reading. أصلي. I am performing صلاة. أتوضأ. This is a bit weird there. That's supposed to be a fatha on the hamza. On the أتوضأ. I am performing wudu. أتوضأ. I am performing wudu. Okay, so we got three so far. We got three so far. Summarize it in your head. Yeah, in the beginning. For male, for he is doing. Ta in the beginning. She is doing. Alif in the beginning. For I am doing. Okay. Yeah, so someone asked, why does the second one start with the U and the first one with the A? So that's why we say the what changes is the letter. The haraka, the A, I, U, that changes depending on the word, right? Depending on the word, if it's if we go deep in, if it's the word, if it's originally was a 5-letter word or a 3-letter word, a whole lot of technical stuff that's totally not important. Why it's U and why it's A. The most important thing is that it is a letter, alif or a hamza, whatever you want to call it. Here in the beginning makes it I. We have to sort of memorize, when we see the word, we memorize it as is. At least in the beginning. Okay, does it make sense to everyone so far, right? We're changing the first letter in the beginning. Let me relaunch the poll and to see if just everyone is with me so far, right? Because we're going to learn something new. So we need to be check if it makes sense to you so far. Okay. Most of us are on track so far. Okay, for those who are unsure, that's fine. Maybe let's do an example, right? So, okay, I'm share that results quickly. Okay, I'm gonna put a word here in the chat, right? And I'm gonna put it in the he, right? And I'm gonna tell you what it means. Yes, kunu. Yes, kunu. Yes, kunu means he stays, like he stays at, right? Yes, kunu, he stays. I want you all to give me two things. Well, at least think about it. How do I say she stay? And then how do I say I stay? Okay. So like everyone got that, right? As kunu I stay, correct. Um Let me see. Okay, good. I'm going to give you now all a word that is not in this lesson. So we'll see if you all got it. Okay, let me give you one. Here we go. Yashrabu. Yashrabu means he is drinking. How do I say she is drinking? How do I say I is drinking? I am drinking, sorry. Right now I'm drinking coffee. I can say Ibni yashrabu qahwa. Qahwa is coffee. Ibni yashrabu qahwa. Right? I can say Khadija tashrabu qahwa. And yes, as you all are saying, I can say ashrabu qahwa. I'm drinking coffee. Okay. Good, 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 good. Okay, because this is where it gets a little bit tricky. There aren't many places in Arabic where it gets tricky. There's a few. One of the places is just one in what we're going to learn so far. There's only one trick one. Is when you want to say you male. Yeah, so someone asked, how about you are drinking? So that's what we're going to do now. Two students. There are two things that we still need to do. We did, he is doing, she is doing, we did, I am doing. We now need to do you male are doing and you female are doing. Now let me tell you this, right? Focus with me. We still need to do you male are doing and you female are doing. Right. You female are doing is put that aside. We're going to do that later. We're going to do that in chapter 4. Forget you female. We want to do now you male. You male is a little tricky. You know why? Because you male, they decided, before I show you what you male is, they decided, you know what? We're not going to make up another letter. We're not going to make up another letter. We're going to use exactly the same letter as she is doing. And we're going to make the ta in the beginning means two things. It could either mean she is doing or it could be you male are doing. Let's have a look at you male. So for you male, they also have taqra'u. You male are reading. Tusalli. You male are making salah. Tatawadda'u. You male is performing wudu or are performing wudu. Now, it is exactly the same word. Just look at it over here. Look at it. Taqra'u. Right? Look at that first word over here. Taqra'u. Let me bring my thingy. Where do I do that? Annotate. Look at this word here. Taqra'u. Right? Now let me go back to the female one. She is. Same word. Taqra'u. So one word means the same, can mean two things. It can either mean she is doing, or it could mean you male are doing. And we're going to speak about how do we know which one is meant when. So the answer to that is actually very simple. It's actually the context. It's only complicated when you learn it like this in isolation. So for example, I'm going to say, let's do it in practice. I'm going to say a few sentences. You translate and just use your logic, right? Here we go. Let's take the word taqra'u. Okay. Khadija taqra'u al-Quran. Khadija تقرأ القرآن? Translate. Khadija is reading Quran. Okay. Now here's a question. Right, good, good. What does anta mean? Quick, quick. Anta. Anta. Okay. So what if I say أنت تقرأ القرآن? أنت تقرأ القرآن. Right? أنت تقرأ القرآن. Can we see how we didn't have to ask, wait, what do you mean by تقرأ? Are you, no, the context, because I said أنت, it understood, okay, it's you male. Okay, now we're going to do more examples. We're going to do more examples. Okay, what about if I said, let me ask a question. What does, um, uh, what does ماذا mean? ماذا? And did we do ماذا? Did we do ماذا? Okay, we only did ma, right? We only did ma. Ma means what, right? ماذا also means what? ماذا also means what? So if I say يا محمد أو محمد يا محمد ماذا تقرأ؟ ماذا تقرأ؟ ماذا means what? يا محمد ماذا تقرأ؟ Okay, okay. Now I want to just check quickly, how's everyone doing with the verbs? Don't worry, we're not going to learn another verb, right? The you female is actually not as hard, but it's left for chapter 4 once we're comfortable with these. Because we have 4, we just need one more. Okay? Launching it again, answer, let us know, how does this work for you? And remember, if you ever wondered, Arabic is super hard. This is it, right? This is like now the hard part. So if you think that, look, I didn't master it yet, but it makes sense. I can learn this if I spend some time with it. Then you win. And if you feel that you are completely lost, ask yourself this question. If I listen to this lesson, maybe again, 2 more times, will I get it? If your answer is likely yes, then also you win. So someone asks, isn't the ta for female? Yes, it's for female, right? And for you male. So it's used for both. I can't think of an example in English where they use a word for that it can mean two things, and only the context will tell us the difference. Right? So chapter 3, right, is the lesson. I want to put it on the site. The lesson is ready. I did some work on it. I just need to finish it off. But I'm going to add particularly more exercise, a lot of exercises on this part specifically, right? It's much easier on the site because then you get to drill the practices all the time and you can practice it until you get it, basically. Okay, good. Let me share this results. Okay, so far, so good. Remember, we're dealing with one of the hardest stuff Arabic has to offer so far, where they really try to confuse you. But I think so far it's like, okay, we have it under control. Remember, we just learned it. We just learned it. We still have to practice it throughout chapter 3, throughout chapter 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, until we get to the past tense verb. Right? So there's a lot of practice coming to consolidate that. Okay, that said, let's look at some of the new vocab and maybe we'll practice some of what we learned in the new vocab while we learn new vocab. Okay, maybe before we start there, because we learned some stuff here, I'm maybe just going to give everyone just a 2-minute breather. And I'm going to leave this on screen. You can just absorb this in. Just a 2-minute breather. And then we start on the new vocab. Okay, right. Okay, quick question. Someone asked, when do we complete the test for chapter 2? So all the tests are now on the website. Is at the end of the chapter. There should be a review chapter. After the review chapter, then it's like a chapter, just a lot of exercises on the chapter. And then um, you'll get your, what do you call that, certificate and transcript immediately from there. If you're having an issue there, if that's not working for some reason, let me know and I can fix that. But everything is on the site. Right? We're not going to do the Google Forms anymore because you're limited in what you can test. You can't do the visuals, and also it's just like raw multiple choice. So it's not the best. Right? Yeah. So complete lesson 2. Let me know if you have any issues. Okay, moving on to the new words. Okay, so look, we already did the theory. This is a nice thing. We did the theory already. So here we have the word askunu. Here's a new word. Now, here's a question, and I want you all to start because we want to start building, I'm understanding, right? Um, the word askunu, even if you don't know what this word means, when you hear that as in the beginning, who's it referring to? You, me, him, she. Right? I. That's it. That's what I want you all to take from this. I don't know why this thing keeps popping up. Hmm. Okay. Let me see. I can share a different screen. Yeah, there we go. I think this screen is better. That's it. Okay, that's right. Askunu is I. Here we go. Right. Okay. Someone asked, I mean, a question about this. Someone asked if they complete the entire course, we get a credited certificate. So credited, I looked into that is something that I'm probably not going to do it anytime soon. It's that's very complicated. You have to get a accreditation body, and there isn't really one here. South Africa that does like Islamic courses, even globally. You'd have to test your university, and that can be extremely expensive. You must have a reason for doing that. But generally, in completing the courses, right, my personal signature is there with my credentials. Perhaps at the end, if you complete the entire course, I could give you a letter. Definitely, I think it'll be worth doing that. And I think in the Islamic studies field, the those type of credentials are well known. Obviously, studied these things at the Azhar, and I'm well credentialed to give you that type of certificate. So yeah, so in terms of a conventional accredited certificate, no, right? But in terms of uh, traditionally certified, yes. Okay. Taskunu. Okay. Taskunu, it's the same logic over here, but now I want to ask you all a question. Taskunu, what are some of the what goes through your mind when you see a word? And I tell you, this is a verb. Taskunu. You see that word. What is problematic about that word, or what goes through your mind? How do you structure it in your mind? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? You see Taskunu. Right? And I want you to structure this in your mind and read your the answers of your peers. Right? And I'm going to stay on this until we all understand it. So if you're only saying one thing, if you're saying, if you're just saying she, or you're just saying you male, you're only half right. If you're only saying one of them, then you're only half right. You should be saying two things. You say either this or that, right? Or slash whatever. That's the correct. Once you get that, you got this. Right? You don't even need to know the meaning of the word. Just ask me just by the there in the beginning. Right? And I know we're spending a lot of time on this, but this is worth it, right? Okay. Now you all are thinking like Arabic students. It could either be she or it could be Yumal. This is a verb, right? And in this case, you see there, it could be she or Yumal stay. It could be one of the two. Yes, that's correct. Someone saying, and so you female and we still to follow. Yeah. Right. Good. Good. That's correct. Okay. Next word. The word hay. Hay, hay, hay means area. Um, Trying to think now. Like for example, hay, like Cape, if you're in Cape Town, hay Lansdowne. If you're in Johannesburg, it's hay, let's say Centurion. Hey, Rosebank in Durban. Okay, I don't know Durban very well. I was only there once. Um, who's from Durban? Anyone stay in Durban? There's Overport, Chatsworth. Yes, there's that. My brother stays there. He stays by in one of the beaches there. I know there's like a upper and there's a lower, or trying to remember the names of the beaches. Westville, Amanzi, Askunufi Vanguard Estate. Right, excellent. South Coast, Umlanga. There's it. Right, we're getting there. Close to Umlanga. I know Umlanga is like the capital, right? Yeah, Umlanga is like the capital. So if we go towards the beach, then there's some areas there. Very nice, right? Very different. I don't know who's from Durban. Um, I drove there from Cape Town to Durban. That was a few months ago. It's on a road trip, and it was very nice. Durban is very different to Cape Town and Joburg. With all the hills, my car was really struggling up those hills. It was very hot. Lots of trees, lots of mold on the bridges and stuff like that. It's a very nice view, very high bridges. Belito Bay. Yeah, it could be. It could be. And the lights don't work, right? Whoever stays in Durban need to speak to your uh, municipality there, because the it's always very dark. Okay, can I all ask you all to just to say where you stay, right? I want you to say, I stay. Fee means in. I stay in area, and you say the area's name. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, Sister Saria. Saria. أسكن في حي باركلاندز. اوكي أحسن. أسكن في حي كينسينغتون. أسكن في حي Pelican Park. أسكن في حي رودابورت. Okay, so we have someone from Joburg. أسكن في حي بورنخ. Where's بورنخ? أسكن في Homeville. All interesting places. Please, if you're saying Homeville, where's that? أسكن في Johannesburg. So the Johannesburg is good, but Johannesburg is city. So you want to say حي, and then give the city, give the area's name. أسكن في land. High is particularly for like uh how do I say, not a district. It's more of um like a residential area. أسكن في land. أسكن, but say high, right? High means in, it's like adding the word like area, so you know it's area, because someone see أسكن في Lansdowne, they might think it's a city, right? أسكن في حي Kenilworth. أسكن في Crawford. في حي Mafeking. Okay, I know Mafeking. أسكن في حي Lansdowne. في Kenwan. في حي Belgravia. في حي Paul. So Paul is a city, right? So we won't say حي Paul, right? You have to say the area in Paul. أسكن في حي Kensington. أسكن في حي Grassy Park. في حي Sandton. Okay, في Amanzimtoti. Okay, so is that Durban? أسكن. Do you have to? Yes, you have to say hi. If you're speaking about like an area, um, if you're saying city, then you don't have to say hi. أسكن في حي Mitchells Plain. أسكن في حي Manenberg. أسكن في حي Balha. أسكن في حي Mitchells Plain. في حي Grassy Park. في حي Elderain. Phew, I don't know where that is. أسكن في حي Mitchells Plain. في حي Cape Town. حي Northcliffe. Ah, Northcliffe. I think that is it. That is the area I was looking for. Durban. That's going to be High Crawford. I see, in Germany. Okay. Okay, I got you. That's going to be High Randburg, right? Pietermaritzburg. Pietermaritzburg is I don't know if that's an area also, but it's a city. Lansdowne, it's going to be high Florida, be high Kimberly. Kimberly is a city, right? So, oh, Homeville in Kimberly, right? Okay, got it. Parkside, be high Parkside, be Newcastle, Strandfontein, suburb. That's the word, right? Okay, got it. Be high Pelican Park, be high Westering, Port Elizabeth, high Lennoxton. So don't say high Cape Town, right? You have to say the area, and then you can say Fee Cape Town. Hattery, Lansdowne, Lennoxton, Newcastle, got it. That's going to be high. Oh, it's Pietermaritzburg, Grassy Park, Bloomsbury, Northcliffe. Oh, yes, Northcliffe in Johannesburg. Sorry. That's going to be Pietermaritzburg. That's going to be High Kales River. Perfect. Right. So all of you should be able to say where you stay. Right. Perfect application of the lesson. Okay. Hi. Now, matar means airport. Matar means airport. You even get in the Arab country, you get a lot of places that's like Hay Al Matar, the airport is like a literally suburb called like we have airport industria in Cape Town. They have like airport industria, right? And so Hay Al Matar could be like that airport industrial. You can say that. So you Hay Heidefeld. Good. Another word we have is Al Jami'a. Jami'a, Jami'a means university. Someone asked, how do we translate that? That's going to be high artery. If you want to translate it always in context, right? So you always never translate verbatim. Verbatim means like word for word, and you try to match it. Because it's not the languages aren't the same. They don't operate the same. So that is where you have to understand, and then you translate it as best as it makes sense in the language you want to translate to. Right? So you can say, I stay in Ottery. That works. I stay in Ottery area. No. So sometimes we don't translate every word. We just see what is the meaning, and then we just keep it that. So I stay in Ottery area. No. I stay in the area Ottery. No. I stay in Ottery. But if someone asks you, how do I translate I stay in Ottery in Arabic? Then we say, Askunu fi hay Ottery. Okay? Right. Al-Jami'a is the university. Okay, here we go. Baytun is a house. Baytun is the house. Okay. I'm actually gonna stop here, right, midway. We will continue. Today was mostly skills, right? We're focusing on the verbs and just sinking that in. I want to tell you all about the feature I want to add on the site, because what I realized is that when learning the vocab, right, you're going through this vocab, you can memorize it. But it's difficult to learn vocab, especially if you're learning like 12 words. To be honest, if you have to give me 12 French words, you can give me 2 hours. That words is not going in my head. So what I want to add, right, is an option to do like a speed quiz. So after the words, immediately there's a button. You press the button, and then it give you a pop quiz. What does this word mean? What does that word mean? So in that way, you can go like 5 minutes, scan through the words, take the quiz, and then you see where it's where what you know and where you need to focus more. Then you just go through the words again, take the quiz again, and then you follow that process until you get the words right. 5 minutes scan, take the quiz. 5 minutes scan again, take the quiz again, and repeat the process until you get it right. And that was the missing part, I think, that I was trying to figure out, and I finally figured that out, and I think that may be the key to learning new vocab. Okay, so I'll let you all know when that is ready. Right, I'm also excited about it, and I'll let you know all, inshallah. Other than that, I will see you all on Wednesday, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. Tomorrow's a public holiday. Be safe, keep well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.